Heroes in Crisis #2, written by Tom King, art by Clay Mann. Clay Mann is really killing it. This art is amazing. So in issue 1, there were a few character deaths. I think the two main ones that really had a big impact were the death of Wally West and Arsenal, aka Red Arrow, and a lot of people were kind of pissed at Tom King in that first issue because of that. Although I thought it was a pretty exciting book, so I was really excited for issue 2. And in issue 2, so much stuff happens in this story. So our story opens up with Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, and they are at Sanctuary, which is the therapy for heroes. Now, I don't know why these two villain-ish type characters are there, but nevertheless, they're there and they are palling around, and the way the story is told, it's kind of unknown whether or not Poison Ivy is dead or not. If she alive, is she dead? The story implies that she might maybe be dead, although we don't really know. Frankly, I doubt they killed Poison Ivy off. And then Harley Quinn goes over to the Penguin because she is a suspect in this murder at the Sanctuary. So the Penguin sort of takes her in. And I noticed that the Penguin looks a lot like the Danny DeVito version of the Penguin in the 1980s Batman movies. So that was just a very interesting choice to draw Penguin that way. Then we jump over to Booster Gold. And Booster Gold, last issue, he woke up. He didn't remember what happened. And all of a sudden, Harley Quinn was accusing him of killing everyone at Sanctuary, and Booster Gold doesn't remember. Was he responsible for killing everybody? And he's contemplating whether he should turn himself in, but he decides that he's going to investigate what happened and clear his name and figure out what happened. But then the Flash, Barry Allen Flash, he has just learned that Wally West has died and that Booster Gold might be responsible. So all of a sudden, the Flash confronts Booster Gold and starts attacking him. Very exciting. Then we jump over to Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman, and they are investigating what happened at Sanctuary and all of these deaths. And they are talking about this particular Sanctuary place, and they ask Batman, were you recording what was happening there? Because we know that you like to track everybody's weakness and get all sorts of information. And Batman is like, oh, I would never do something like that. Sanctuary is supposed to be anonymous, and I respect that. And they also ask Batman, does he have like kryptonite on him to fight Superman? Because, you know, he tracks everybody's weakness, so is that something he would do? And then Batman denies it. He was like, of course I don't do that. I wouldn't do that. And that comes into play later on in this book. So then we jump over back to Harley Quinn, and Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman confront Harley. They track her down, and Harley starts squaring off against the big three heroes, and Harley manages to steal Wonder Woman's lasso of truth, and she wraps it around Batman and gets the jump on him. Now, mind you, I don't think Harley Quinn would be able to beat Batman in a fight, but I guess you just got to go with it and say maybe Harley got lucky. And because the lasso of truth is magical, there's certain things Batman and Superman can't do because the lasso won't break and it has special properties. And while Harley Quinn has Batman hostage with this lasso of truth, she asks Batman, do you have anything on you that would help me against Superman? And then Batman, because he can't lie with the lasso of truth, Batman says, yes, I have some kryptonite in my bat belt. And Harley opens it, and Superman is all of a sudden very sick and powerless, and then Harley makes her escape. But what's very interesting about this is that Batman lied directly to their faces about not having kryptonite on him. He, in fact, did have it on him. And if Batman's lying about that, what else is Batman lying about? Very interesting, very exciting there. And then we jump over to Lois Lane. She's at the Daily Planet, and they've just received a mysterious package, which is a videotape of Arsenal before he died, confessing to a camera all sorts of things. And this mysterious package was sent from someone who signed it, the Puddler. So we don't know who that is, but it's kind of interesting. Also, throughout this book, we get 9-panel grids various heroes confessing about their therapeutic thoughts, psychoanalyzing themselves. So we have Batman, and he's saying how he is struggling with all of these partners that are ending up dying, and it really bothers him. Then we go over to Wonder Woman. She's telling some story about her childhood. Then we go over to Superman, and he's talking about how he has to pretend to be Clark Kent to protect his Superman identity, but then when he's Superman, he's almost pretending to be someone else as well. And as he's pretending to be both of these alter egos, he's getting further away from who he is actually as a person himself. So I thought that was very interesting psychoanalysis of Superman's character by Superman. So yeah, lots of very exciting and interesting stuff in this book. I'm really digging it. I'm really liking it. I find a lot of these event comics, they kind of get it very confusing and convoluted and very high concept, but I think this one is more grounded and it makes more sense. It's easier to follow, so I'm really liking it. I think they're doing lots of exciting stuff. Lots of stuff is happening. This event, I think, is going on a really good path. I would give this issue a 9 out of 10, and I'm very excited to see where it goes in the future and how it all plays out in the end.